Good morning, my name is Reggie Bray. I'm an Operations Section Chief with Pacific Northwest Team 2, and this is the Schneider Springs operational update for Saturday, August 28th. So I'll start in a little bit about last night operations. We have crews working at night, resources, just continuing to monitor, patrol, and also initiate firing actions. So we talked about yesterday about the firing going on along the back burning along Bethel Ridge. They had got down to the Carmack Road off of Malloy yesterday, and so yesterday afternoon they started ignitions, transition from day shift to night shift, and they continued down the Malloy Road, and we're about 7/10 of a mile, about 3/4 of a mile from reaching their stopping point, tying it back into the fire here along the Bethel Ridge and the lower portion of Malloy. So a lot of good work, everything held. You're probably able to see the glow and stuff at night. They continue to use some of the UAS or drones to support that effort along with the firefighters on the ground. Last night also just continued to monitor over here by off of the 199 road by the trailhead that goes into Burnt Mountain. The area up here along Bumping River Road, that's down along the Bumping River just north of Goose Prairie, was very quiet. Not a lot of activity up there. Not a lot of activity up here. The inversion set in as well up above Gold Creek, and they just monitored that and continued to watch that. Today, we're still continuing to prioritize our efforts here. Where the fire wants to push to the southeast. This is, kind of our priority area, just because of fire behavior and the fire movement, the availability of fuels, kind of where it's positioned on the landscape geographically, and then with the weather. So today the weather's starting to change. We're starting to get a little bit of a southeast push, and so we're really hoping to continue to burn out along this southern perimeter today. They're going to plan on just holding what night's lit here along Bethel Ridge and down the Malloy Road. This afternoon, we'll look at starting to finish that and tie that in to lock all this off to protect all these values here down to Natchez and along the Highway 12 and 410 corridors. They'll also be looking at starting some firing actions just to the west of the trailhead, and just bringing it back to the 199 road, back up to toward the comm tower, and getting this secured sometime this afternoon, working into night, hand it off to night shift tonight. They're still continuing to put indirect line down here off of the 15 road to the 1306, tying into the 380 and the 1381, and coming across here into Indian Creek on the 1308. So that work continues. That's mainly heavy equipment. As we move to the northwest side of the fire, just continue to monitor, patrol that, just continuing to watch this fire as it's starting to move a little bit up here, a little bit more to the north, just up high, looking at developing some plans, just if we have to put a little fire in here and just even it up, just keep even with it. No real threat, no real issue to anything. We just want to stay ahead of it and just make sure we have some good plans. Continue work around the Bumping River and the Natchez River corridors. Still got 3 to 5 days of work in some of these areas, tying the Old River Road together, tying the Lost Creek Road, some of, getting around Boulder Cave, around the camp. Just continuing to put finishing touches on hose lays, some things like that. Just making sure that we've got everything prepped and ready in case fire wants to push down into the corridor there. They'll really be looking at this and the fire above Gold Creek as it backs down, looking at developing a firing plan. Make sure that we can keep this evened up so we don't have fire push this containment line here off of the 258 road. We want to make sure that we keep that intact if we have to do some firing actions just to secure that so we don't have fire push in here in this area that we already have secured along that's just to the east of the 1600 and the Clover Springs Road. Structure groups continue to do their assessments. They kind of went through the first phase. We're really looking at the second phase of just making sure we didn't miss anything and putting some final touches on the triage assessment plan. That's the end of the update. Thank you.